In this video, we're going to be multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. And it gives us a reminder of the associative property and the distributive property, and we're going to use these in the following examples. In one, it says multiply the monomials by using the associative property. In A, we have negative 5a cubed times b times negative 2a cubed b. And we want to multiply these two monomials together. And if we're using the associative property, we can get rid of the parentheses and just multiply together all of our like factors. So we're going to have, and I'm also going to group them together here. So we're going to have negative 5 times negative 2 times a cubed times a cubed times b times b. And now we have negative 5 times negative 2 is 10. A cubed times a cubed is a to the 6th. And b times b is equal to b squared. In b, we have 1/8 n times 3m cubed n to the 7th times negative 16 m to the 8th times n to the 4th. And we're going to do the same thing as we did in the last problem. We have three monomials here, and we're going to collect all of our like factors and then multiply them together. So I have 1/8 times 3 times negative 16 times m cubed times m to the 8th, and then I have times n to the 7th times n to the 4th. And 1/8 times negative 16 is equal to negative 2, and negative 2 times 3 is equal to negative 6. So I have negative 6. I have m cubed times m to the 8th is m to the 11th. And I have n times n to the 7th times n to the 4th is equal to n to the 12th. And 2, we want to multiply the monomial and polynomial using the distributive property. And the distributive property tells us that the monomial that's out in front of our polynomial needs to get distributed to both terms inside the parentheses. So we have 5ab times 6a minus 5ab times 3b. And this is equal to 5 times 6 is equal to 30. A times a is equal to a squared. And then we have one factor of b minus 5 times 3 is equal to 15. A, and then we have two factors of b, so b squared. In b, we have negative 2/5 a to the 4th times 15a to the 6th minus 5a to the 12th plus 10a to the 10th. And again, our distributive property tells us that this negative 2/5 a to the 4th needs to get multiplied by each term inside the parentheses. So we're going to have negative 2/5 a to the 4th times 15 a to the 6th minus negative 2/5 a to the 4th times 5a to the 12th plus negative 2/5 a to the 4th times 10a to the 10th. And this is equal to negative 2/5 times 15 is negative 30 over 5. And then we have a to the 4th times a to the 6th is a to the 10th. In our second term, we have a negative and a negative. That's going to make it a positive. And we have 2/5 times 5 is going to be 10 over 5. And a to the 4th times a to the 12th is a to the 16th. And then we have minus 2/5 times 10 is 20 over 5. And we have a to the 4th times a to the 10th. And that's equal to a to the 14th. So now we're going to simplify our fractions, and I'm also going to write this in descending order. So I have a to the 16th is my highest degree. So I have 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So we have 2a to the 16th. And then a to the 14th is our next highest degree. So we have 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. So minus 4a to the 14th. And then we have 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. So negative 6a to the 10th. And that's our video on multiplying a polynomial by a monomial.